Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. Been sitting on this video for a couple of weeks now, all about Newcastle United's new training ground. Now this was high on the priority list for Newcastle United's new owners when the takeover went through last October. Sort the bloody training ground out, because as we know, the current training ground, Darsley Park, Benton, looking like a B&Q, looking like a primary school shed. Unacceptable in this era, not even just for a Premier League club, for any bloody club, any football club. Do you know what I mean? It's not good enough. So now we've got the money, now we've got the ambition, it's time to get a new home, a new training ground. Obviously we've had videos on the channel about the stadium, so now I'm going to talk about the training ground. Craig Hope from the Daily Mail came out and said that initial plans are underway a few weeks ago, research has been done, and architecture is in place and already working on plans and drawings which are said to be very impressive for the Parklands location. Now Parklands Golf Club, funny enough, where I learned to play golf all them years ago, good times. Not about me though, about Newcastle this one. Reuben Brothers, they've got a stake in Newcastle United now, do the Reuben Brothers. Jamie Reuben and his brother own Parklands and the whole facility there, the whole compound complex. So there's already a bit of a route in there to get the plans in place. Nothing's going to get in the way of getting it done at Parklands if that is where the new owners choose to go. And it is looking very likely that it is going to be Parklands. Now it is a great location for it. There's going to be plenty of spare land there to build our new training complex on it. It should be a very big and impressive training ground complex, completely different to the one we're currently at. You know what I mean? We want to get up there with the top training grounds in the Premier League. And I mean, you look at Leicester City, who've obviously had a brilliant few years, several years now since they won the Premier League. Their new training ground that was completed last year was worth £100 million, £100 million to build their training ground complex. It has 14 pitches, a 9-hole golf course, and it is named after their late chairman. So that's a brilliant touch there by Leicester, and I like Leicester as a club. They've done things the right way. So I'm glad to see that they're sorting their things out. Now it's time for Newcastle to follow suit. And we know what the likes of Manchester City have done with their money from their Middle Eastern backers, the Etihad campus, where you've got the women's playing there, the kids are playing there, the men go and train there. Everything is on one turf, and now that is where Newcastle will look to be going. Getting in a complete complex where the academy's there, the women's are there, the first team's there. Eddie Howe said himself when he first took over that the training ground, he said that the grasses and stuff was good at the current training ground in Benton, but he says it's way outdated, and he says long term it would be fantastic to move because it's very important for the players to feel at home, to feel comfortable. I mean, Eddie Howe has had to make changes at the current training ground this summer, because in recent years gone by there hasn't even been like a proper dining area for the players to socialise and eat together. It's just mental how there hasn't been a proper room for that and a proper relaxing room. And Eddie Howe's changed that this summer. He put plans forward and they've been there and they've put the motivational signs up and painted the training ground that they're at this summer. But going forward, what will it be? Well, it looks as if it's going to be on the Parklands site where the golf course is, where the race course is. So that'll be a great complex, and like I said, this will be several pitches. You'd expect a lot of in-house entertainment, probably cinema rooms, massage rooms, hydrotherapy rooms, swimming pools. Maybe they've got the golf course there, so they don't need the 9-holer like Leicester. There's going to be lots of things there for the players to really feel at home and really feel that they're going to improve as a player and just have a nice time with the lads. Do you know what I mean? Meet up with the lads for training and then chill out with the lads after training. Right, lads, you want to go into this room where the PS5 is, have a game of FIFA, sound. We don't have to go to a mansions now. We've got a nice little complex here. Don't have to see the missus and walk the dog when we get in. They can do that. We can stay here, play FIFA, you know what I mean, go to the gym, whatever you want. Cinema, whack the new Jurassic Park on. All jokes aside, this needs to be sorted out, because I mean, we need a state-of-the-art facility. Even if we weren't on the trajectory that we want to get on and become one of the biggest clubs in the world and want to be in Europe and whatnot and competing for the Premier League in 5 to 10 years, like Amanda Stevie said, we need that state-of-the-art facility. You've got to be able to 10 players. I mean, the likes of Bruno and Bottom, when they've turned up to that training ground, it's embarrassing. So you need to be able to entice players, but not even just that, bring players through the academy, want to be at Newcastle, want to train there, grow there, develop there. Lads that are already there, lads that have been there for years playing for Newcastle, want to go into work every day, you know what I mean? If you're working in a call centre and you walk into your call centre and the office is filled with flies, it smells like shit and Big Danny's rice Pringles all over the desk, there's shit everywhere, it's a mess. You're not going to like it, are you? You're going to think, fuck me, I wish I was working from home. But if you walk into your office, it's nice, they've got water fountains there for you, they've got nice bright walls, big windows, big spacious desk, the aircon's on, it's lovely. You know what I mean? They've got free sweets in the corner, class. You know, there's no dodgy marks on the carpet or in the toilets when you go there on your break. So what we're saying is, you know what I mean, be proud of your workplace, be proud of where you go every day, and if you can go there, nice fancy training ground that's going to bring the best out of the players, but importantly, have the best equipment. Have the best equipment so we can produce the best quality players, so you can become better, so you can reach the top levels. You look at all the top clubs. I mean, Liverpool have probably got the best training ground. That AXA training centre is unbelievable. Up there with Leicester's now, with the amount of money they have spent. So you've got to be on that level. You've got to improve. As a Premier League club, there's no excuse not to. The amount of money we make, you know what I mean, not even taking into account the ownership, just the amount of money we make, you've got to be having these top class facilities now, like, especially since we've been at the same training ground for so many years, and it's been untouched for so many years, until this summer, where they obviously redevelopment. But the plan is to get into this Parklands complex or another site very similar in the next 2 to 3 years, get that building work done probably in the next year or so, be in there within 3 years, you'd hope, and like I say, have a class facility, a big complex, a big training ground, everything in one place, so the players can feel at home and they feel like they're developing and going somewhere just like the club want to. But yeah, any more information on the training ground, when it does officially come out, we'll be covering it here on the Magpie Channel TV, so make sure you smash that subscribe button. Please like this video. Drop your comments below what you think of the training ground idea. What do you think? Where will it be? How would you have it? What's important? All of that stuff. Alright? See you later and enjoy yourself.